Is the first step in 1,000-mile race. For me, this is the first of several videos, and it's 5 years in the making, where my dad had an idea to study, all the great leadership styles and ideas and tools that are out there to put together what we've learned. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Cos. I'm third generation military. My grandfather was in the Army Air Corps during World War II. He was a POW more than once. My father was in the Army, and I'm retired Air Force after 21 years. Through that, I've been to 40 different countries. I've learned from many different cultures. But I've had a lot along the way. I've had a lot of leaders, mentors, followers, co-workers, family, and friends who have taught me. So this is the first video of many to where I want to spend time with you, not only getting better myself. If you asked me 4 months ago what I knew about YouTube, I knew how to binge watch different shows on there and how-to videos, etc. But I've never been a content provider, if you will. So what I want to do is just explain that I've been extremely blessed, and this is my way of giving back some of the things I've learned and some of the blessings, and sharing some of them with you as we go. First off, there was that fateful night where I gave myself to Jesus, and then I said, you know what, I can't be alone. I prayed to him and said, please send me my soulmate. And that very same night, my wife did the same, and now we've been married for 25 years. And after 25 years, my wife is like a fine wine. She just gets better with age. Now also, me and my wife can't have children, so we've been fortunate, incredibly blessed to have our miracle child, Faith, that is the reason why I'm doing this. So I've been talking about this, dreaming about this for the last 5 years, but I never took that first step. So when Faith was just the badass baby, you'll see her on the screen, she just meant the world to me, and I wanted to be the best father that I ever could. I wanted to give her everything I didn't have, and I think I've accomplished that. I think between me and my wife, there's not a better mother out there. There's not a better wife or woman that I've ever met or ever had the privilege of meeting. So I'm extremely blessed in that department. So what I want you to know is, when I look at people through the experiences that I've had from my mentors and leaders, is to not look at people where they came from, what their current situation is, but when you really look at a person, look at their potential, and that should be your starting point. Because in a lot of people, the thing that disturbs me the most is when they live beneath their potential. And there's so many people out there, you know who you are, where you know your potential in your heart and in your mind, but maybe you just need to kind of climb out of a valley that you're in. You're either in a plateau, a valley, or a hill. So we want to climb that hill, but climbing up a hill is hard, trust me. So in this 1,000-mile journey that I'm taking with you, let's take the first step together. The purpose of this channel is to act, and so to me that's such an appropriate word. And so I'll keep asking you after each episode, how did you act today? And so please share your stories with me in the comments below. If you have questions, please put those in the comments below. I just want you to know that I'm advocating on your behalf to save your life. So then I can teach you how to communicate better to others to transform their lives. So that's the mission statement of this channel. And so how do you act today? Also, I want you to know that no matter what your situation was, you can't change where you are now. You can't go back in history. You can learn from it, but you don't want to live there. So in that case, what I want you to know is you can take a step to change it. So for me, this is something I wanted to do for 5 years. I'm finally taking the step to actually move the ball a little bit by taking my first step. Also, I want to build a community so that way we grow together. Last but not least, I believe that you're either part of Generation Me or Generation We. We all have to figure that out. If you are a part of Generation Me, you're just going to benefit. You're going to watch this and maybe just benefit yourself just for your own selfish reasons. But to me, I believe in the greater good, And we all belong to the greater good. And this is why I'm giving back. So because I've been so blessed by so many people before me and my Savior, I want you to know that let's be a part of Generation We. That I'll give you an example. I want to become physically fit so that way if my wife gets re-injured, I'm able to be there for her. And if I'm as injured as she is, then I'm not able to take care of her. So that's why I want to improve myself. So I want to pay this forward for those reasons. Other than that, I'll leave you with, how did you act today?